I believe it's important to understand that at the moment, at a global scale, there is a tremendous lack of energy sources. We are running low of them at a global scale, and it's concerning to every nation around the world and their leaders, where they are beginning to now look towards renewable energy as a permanent solution for the long term and the generations that are to come. There are already implementations in place where this has been rolled over as a solution, as a permanent solution in many countries around the world. It is possible to see now, if you were to visit countries or if you were to go online and do some research, that a lot of them have invested in wind renewable energy as well as hydro renewable energy. There is such a renewable energy now that is starting to take traction and get its momentum, which is called geothermal. One of the manufacturers here in Australia called Renzo have actually designed a system based on geothermal, but it is quite costly. But one of the most competitive renewable energy in pricing right now that is affordable is solar. And this is a solution that we have been given to provide to all of our stakeholders at the moment, as well as all of our customers and our customer portfolios that have been inquiring about a permanent solution as for renewable energy, which is solar. We have been carrying out quite a lot of solar installations, and it's concerning though to see that a lot of the installations that we've carried out on some premises that already had an existing solar installation was done not to code and not to standards. We have two types of calls that come through to our call center staff. One of them is we've got an existing solar system that has been installed, but it has failed. The solar panel has caught on fire, or the inverter has blown and they can't get in touch with the original electrician that installed it, because the reality is they don't warrant those jobs, or they just skip continually changing businesses, because the way that they see their business model is they provide a service package to the customer one-off, and they don't want to hear back from the customer because they are doing installations that are not licensed. The other type of call that we get come through to us is they need to get a solar system installed and it does not have an existing one. And I believe it's very important as a company to be able to provide a service package to any consumer out there here in Sydney, Australia, that number one, as a company, we are licensed and qualified to carry out the works. And number two, that we know how to understand the standards, and any installation that we carry out has to be done according to the building codes that are established by our governing authorities. Now, the reality is, as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of jobs out there that have been carried out non-compliant. And it's very dangerous to see that a lot of people are out there carrying out these installations that are not skilled and don't even have an electrical license. So as a business, we made it very important that all of our fleet, both in the HVAC and R department, as well as their general plumbing department, but our electrotechnology department of electricians, that when they're going to be carrying out any sort of installations or servicing or quotations for any solar installation, whether it be a new estate or an existing home, it's important to make sure that our technician and our fleet are fully licensed and qualified. And for that, you need to be able to send those technicians or send those future students to an educational institution. Now, the reality is there are a lot of colleges out there, there are a lot of educational institutions out there, but not all of them hold a good relationship with those out in the industry, as well as with the governing authorities. And I think it's very important that businesses and employers find the appropriate RTO, so registered training organization, to be able to provide that upskilling and that level of education to their existing electricians. And I've got to say that one of the RTOs that we've chosen now, and the only one that we're ever going to have students going to, as well as our, not only our apprentices, but our existing electrotechnology electricians, is Superior Training Center, because they have an outstanding facility. Their faculty are outstanding when it comes down to articulating themselves and conveying themselves towards the class and the students. They can resonate and relate with those students, with those electricians that are working out in the field at the moment, because those teachers, they are also working in the industry. They are currently working coherently hand in hand with the building codes, with the standards, with the governing authorities out there, and with their own individual customer base and stakeholders. And what better than to send your electricians and to send those in our payroll to an RTO that is actively involved in the electrotechnology industry right now. So if you're an employer out there, or you're an existing electrician looking to upskill and better your knowledge and increase your knowledge in renewable energy, and the one that you want to focus on is solar, I would encourage you to jump on the phone, jump on your computer, whether it be on your Android phone, smartphone, your tablet, your PC, or your laptop, do the search, type in Superior Training Center, go to their website, contact them. They have a sales team, they have the admin team that will help you and will allocate and as well model a training package for you that will work hand in hand with your employer. It's important, guys, to understand that works need to be carried out as per standards, and there is a high volume of people working in the building industry right now that are calling themselves electricians and are not licensed electricians, that are calling themselves HVAC&R mechanics and technicians, but do not have a Certificate 3 in air conditioning and refrigeration, do not have a Certificate 3 in electrotechnology, and they're going out there, they're carrying out works, and the customers are not even contacting Fair Trading, not even jumping on Service New South Wales to see if whether these people hold an existing license in that specialist category. You'll be surprised at how many technicians out there are not licensed. If you're a business out there and you want to make sure that all of your fleet are up to scratch and up to date with standards and regulations and skills, I encourage you to contact Superior Training Center. They are the RTO that I would recommend anyone to go to. They've got the best facilities, the best faculty, the best mentors there to be able to assist anyone at any level in the electrotechnology as well as the HVAC&R industry.